Broskis, super welcome to this two-part video where I will showcase some of the most atmospheric and some of the most brutal indie games that I've come across throughout my years as a gamer. These games are just so bloody good, so bloody unique that nobody should miss out on them, no matter what your preferred game is. Now, the two games that are featured in this video both feature a little bit of shooting, not all that much, but they are quite different compared to the other two that will be featured in the second part of this atmospheric series. So that said, if you enjoyed this, even just a little bit, don't miss out on the second part as well, because combined, these four games, they will tickle all your nerve system in the balls. Now, let's go. Alright, buckle up my broskis, because coming right up is It Takes a War, and holy macaroni balls, this thing is different. And I don't mean, oh wow, quirky indie different, I mean, did this game just crawl into my memories, rearrange the furniture and start living there? Kinda different. So here's the deal. It Takes a War drops you into this old school multiplayer map, like the kind of map you probably spent way too many summer nights messing around in with your friends back in the day. And the game, it lets you play through these rounds inside that map just like the good old times. But here's where it flips the table. In your very first match, you're not allowed to talk, not at all. The game just locks your microphone like you're on a timeout or something like that. Instead, you're listening to your teammates talk.
See? Yeah.
And the way that these conversations are done, man, it's freaky how real they feel. Not Uncanny Valley AI real, I mean holy crap, I've literally had this exact conversation with my friends before, kinda real. And of course, yeah, that is kind of the point here. While you are running around shooting the opposing team and pretending you know what you're doing, this very natural, very nostalgic vibe starts to build inside of you. One thing, it leads to another, and suddenly the game shifts gear into something deeper, like unexpectedly deep. There's a whole emotional storyline unfolding around you, and before you realize it, you're not just playing a match anymore. You're watching a friendship unravel, rebuild, twist, and get way more complicated than expected. Now, gameplay-wise, yeah, it's simple. You walk, you shoot, you exist in this world, and that is basically it. But the simplicity is very deliberate in this game, because what actually hits you is the story. The way that it creeps up behind you, taps you on the shoulder and goes, "Hey buddy, remember your online friends? Do you remember how close that you thought you were with one another?" Yeah, and no spoilers here, but the game nails this theme of how easily online friendships can be misunderstood or taken for granted. It presents it so naturally that it almost punches you in the feelings before you realize what actually happened here. And then we got the developer of the game. This dude, he knows exactly what he's doing when developing video games. The game, it messes with your PC in ways that made me go, oh fuck, great, it crashed, fantastic. But actually, no. It's intentional. I've seen similar tricks before, but not like this. This one actually fooled me, which, congratulations, you got me. I walked right into your trap. Now, the whole thing is very short. It took me about an hour, and yeah, it's not a huge nor expensive, but honestly, think of it like a really tight, really atmospheric novel. You sit down, you read it in one go, and by the time you're done, you're just staring at the wall going, huh, that actually hit harder than expected. And It Takes a War. It is that kind of a book, but interactive, emotional, and weird in the best possible way. Now, my broskis, share your thoughts on the first game down in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on it so far. And while you tippy-tappy on that keyboard or telephone, let's move to the next game. Now, next up, we got No Players Online, a game that originally popped up on itch.io as this tiny, eerie little demo. The kind of thing you stumble upon at 2 AM in the night and then immediately regret opening. And now, somehow, it's grown into a full commercial release, and honestly, it's kinda wild how far it's come. Like the title of the video promises, today's games lean heavily into atmosphere, and No Players Online goes all in on that. The entire experience takes place on this old 1993 PC that you boot up, and it's been previously used by a married couple, or more accurately by the husband, who worked as an indie game developer. And one thing, it leads to another. The vibes, they get a little weird, and suddenly this dusty relic of a computer is hiding way more secrets than any PC from 1993 has any freaking right to do. Now, I'm not going to spoil the specifics of how you end up wrapped into the story of this game, but let's just say that the way that the game ties its narrative, its mechanics, and the ancient operating system together is honestly extremely impressive. These developers didn't just mock up a retro interface, they built a freaking fully functioning OS loaded with puzzles, side programs, bizarre little minigames, and tons of hidden details. Some of them actually matter, some of them are just there for fun, but they all make the world feel so oddly alive. And that's before we even talked about the actual game within the game, which is No Players Online. This is the project that the husband was developing, a fully 3D early 90s multiplayer capture the flag game with one lonely map and a whole lot of unsettling energy. As you progress through the PC and uncover more pieces of the couple's story, the capture the flag game itself starts to shift into some pretty unexpected ways, twists, strange events, reality bending in places it probably shouldn't. The whole thing becomes this bizarre, enthralling spiral you genuinely just want to see through. And the puzzles, they aren't brutally hard, but the game does expect you to pay attention. You can't just half watch a show and poke at it. You have to actually look at what's happening, think about the clues, and connect the dots. But when you do, it feels incredibly satisfying. The good kind of, that's clever moment. And not that I had to look up a mother flippin' walkthrough because the game hates me moment. Now, what surprised me the most is how emotionally invested I ended up being with this game and its story. There's a real narrative here, layered, strange, and surprisingly heartfelt. And with multiple endings, there's actually reason to dive back in once you finish your first run. So yeah, No Players Online absolutely earns its spot in this showcase. It's atmospheric as hell, visually and sonically sharp, narratively rich, and built on mechanics that you rarely see anymore. It's one of those games that sticks with you, not because it's loud or flashy, but because it's so intentionally crafted. And with that, broskis, I want to thank you for watching all the way to the end. You know I love you because you're freaking amazing, you're still here. Now, don't forget to share your thoughts on these two games down in the comments, and while you're at it, join that Discord, it's also linked down there. It's a really cool place, trust me, and you will find a ton of hidden gems in there. But most of all, remember that this bald man, he loves you very much, and he will see you in the next one. Over and out.